Hey everyone, Lawrence Mack here, real estate broker out in Mississauga, founder of Real Estate Rookies. And we're just going to talk about this week's topic, which is business planning. And ideally, this is less of a seminar, more of a talking back and forth thing, because otherwise, I have nothing prepared formally in terms of actually talking about business planning. But this follows so EXP has a new agent boot camp that goes on every week. And so it's like a 12 courses that just rotate. So this week's topic, at least on Thursday, was on business planning. And so the people I coach, we're just going to review what the topic was. So anyways, this is just business planning. So it's mostly about goal setting. And I'll just quickly rant about that, and then we can chat if you guys like. The main thing would be, using the SMART system, which is a specific. So I don't know if you guys have seen the SMART system before. So people use the SMART system, which is S for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time. And I know a lot of people, for goal setting anyway, they're just like, yeah. You have to write down your goals. You need to follow through. It's like, yeah, this is how you get things done. Just so you guys know, okay? So although some of it sounds hokey about writing it down, like even last year where I had the goal of becoming icon, I made it by one day because I wrote the goal, and I don't know, I just kept looking at it. And, whether it's magic and writing it down or just looking at it every day or whatever it is, it helps. So write down your goals. So let's see, be specific. I guess we'll just talk about real estate, right? So specifically, what is it that you want? So you want one deal this month, whatever it is. Measurable, also one deal this month. So specific and measurable, I actually don't know what the difference is between that. Let's quickly look it up. Well, achievable, yeah, it's achievable. So you don't want to pick things, let's see, specific. Simple, sensible, and significant. That's what specific means. Okay, so something like one deal a month, or this month, I think is very specific. Measurable is meaningful and motivating. So it's measurable, I guess, for your life, not measurable in terms of metrics. So one deal this month would be very good. Make some money for the family, that kind of stuff would be good. Achievable, yeah, you want to pick something that you can actually achieve, as opposed to 100 deals this month, right? Unreasonable, but something achievable. You're like, yeah, okay, one deal, or a stretch goal anyway, something that's slightly above, out of your comfort zone or out of your realm of what you think they can do. That would help too. Relevant means reasonable, realistic, and results-based. I don't know what the difference is between that and achievable, sorry. And time, you say time like this month. Anyway. Sorry, I wasn't really planning on doing a whole presentation on this. But basically, the gist of it is, if you want to have a goal, you write down what it is that you want to do. Hopefully you can achieve it. And then you write down the measurable steps to do it. One of the things about real estate is actually a very simple type of business. It's not easy, but it's very simple. All real estate is taking whatever your goals are, breaking it down into tasks, and actually doing those tasks. So it's really like a goal. Break it down into tasks, do the tasks. That's it. That's basically what real estate is. That's actually what goal setting is. No different than if you were to lose weight, as an analogy, and you want to lose 10 pounds, whatever it is. So you break it down into tasks, which is, I'm going to eat these every day, and I'm going to jog every day, whatever it is. And then you actually do the tasks, and that's about it. For most people, goal setting, the problem for goal setting is that you're giving yourself the goal, and that is the main issue. So accountability usually is an issue. If you had a friend that wanted to make a goal, for example, to lose weight, I'm sure you could list out an exact regimen that they could follow, that they can do it, right? It's not that hard. It's do this, do that, eat better, sleep more, whatever it is, right? Basically whatever your doctor tells you every year for your annual, and you're like, yeah, whatever. So that's what you would do for goal setting. But the hard part is just doing the tasks. And doing the tasks isn't hard. It's just hard to follow, right? So usually do the tasks. You want to time block if you can, and then just do it. I don't know how else to say, just you have to do it, right? I got to call 100 people. Yeah, okay, so just call 100 people. You have to just do it. Or I have to write up my website. I got to go, fill up my CRM. I have to go look for whatever it is you have to do. You just have to do it. There's no magic in it, really. Like if you talk to the people that actually get it done, they just go and get it done, and they don't really complain and don't get lost in their head about, yeah, I shouldn't do that, or what if that guy says that, or it's kind of, cold outside, I don't really want to jog, that kind of thing. So that's what I have to say about that. And the last thing, I guess, would just quickly be about systems. This might be a very quick mastermind meeting, but anyway. So systems is something you want to do just to keep on track. So myself, I have a lot of different systems. The major one I actually use is Google Calendar, right? Just to keep track of everything. If it's not in my calendar, I usually don't remember it. So you want a system for that. You typically want a system for idea collection. That helps, whether it's a notebook or something, so that you could just start dumping your ideas. Because for a lot of people, you have a lot of ideas, and then you have a lot of scraps of paper everywhere, and then it's just hard to keep track of things. So you don't want to do that. Otherwise, so my personal thing, I like paper-based. So I have a lot of to-do lists on my desk. That's roughly what I do. Like tons of them. So I usually use scrap paper. I just write down the things I'm doing today and start crossing them off, throw them away, get some more scrap paper, write some more stuff on my desk. So my desk is full of a few pieces of paper, all of which I have to do things, and then just keeps you on track. So that's the way I work. But everybody's different. Some people might like, like a reminder system where their electronic reminder sends them things. So that's all I have to say about that. Anyone have any questions? That's it about goal settings. Anybody want to chat about anything specific? I guess you have questions about me. What I would recommend you do, if you want to spend a couple of minutes just to think about it, if you want to come back next week, the other alternative is think about something you want to do for next week, and then let's see if you do it, right? It's just a minor accountability. I mean, I can't hold a gun to your head or fire you or anything. So whether you do or not, I can't help you. But, think about something you want to do, whether it's like, I want to research a CRM, I want to, set up my website, whatever it is. So something specific in the next week. So, 1 week goal set. So you don't want to chew off more than you can, bite off more than you can chew, right? So first, 1 week goal set. So just think about something you want to do. What is it I want to do this week? I've got tons of stuff I'm doing this week. I'm probably going to figure out my new car insurance, my new home insurance, critical insurance, other insurance. I don't know. That's on my list. I have a couple offers I got to put through, but the offers aren't really like, those are more reactive. So when they come in, I'm basically going to have to deal with them. So that's not something I plan for. But other things on a minor level, some soccer stuff, seeing in end of the week. So planning for that. Got to look for my skis. Those are minor things. So what you do is you want to look for, make a goal. Break it down into chunks. Right? Like for example, let's just say, get a new CRM. Oh, yeah, it seems to be all right. Break it down in chunks, right? So you want to research like 2 or 3 CRMs, check pricing, whatever it is, right? Maybe ask some realtors. Like do this on Wednesday, Thursday, make a decision, whatever it is, right? Minor things that break it down, and then each of these, researching on Wednesday, that'll take you like 20 minutes. Making a decision will take you 5 minutes. So the actual process of getting a new CRM is actually very quick. It's like, maybe half an hour for you to do that. OneNote. Yeah. So Monsieur was suggesting OneNote for idea collection. I use Google Keep. So that's also free. So basically all 3 of the major ones have different cloud stuff, so for example, for files, for the cloud sharing, right, there's like OneDrive, Google Drive, and Dropbox, whatever. For calendars, there's a bunch of different ones. So Google Calendar is the main one I use. For keeping notes, there's OneNote, Google Keep, a whole bunch of other ones as well. So just find a system that you can use just to dump your information. Like some people just like a plain notebook. Buy like a $20 notebook or Go Chapters, get like a nice $10, $15 one, and just put ideas in there. And the problem that I have with notebooks is I don't like reading the pages. So I have this really nice notebook, but really there's like 300 pages in there. Even if you write one a day, you're not going to be you'll fill it up within a year, and you're not going to write every day. So just use the notebooks, get rid of them, get other ones for idea collection. It's a pretty good idea for that. So the goal setting, this is what I suggest. Anybody want to share or think about any goals you want to do for this week? Maybe I can give you ideas about what to do in terms of tasks or keep you on track, that kind of thing.
Okay, I have a question. This is Gabriela.
Okay. Oh, there's other.
This is Gabriela.
There's a bunch of other people that have been waiting while I was ranting, so. Give me a second. I'm just going to wait until they join. That's a problem. A lot of you guys are always very late. So it's like I just start, and then, we start like 10:05 or something, and then everyone dropping in. Anyway, quickly, just about the other people. I have already started talking for the last 15 minutes, but this is recorded, so you can catch up. Very specifically, I was in the middle of a rant, so that's why I couldn't let you guys in. My apologies. But the idea with goal setting is you want to make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant in time. This is just very minor, but basically, real estate is a simple business. You want to take a goal, you want to break it up into different chunks, like different tasks, and then you want to actually do the tasks. That's the important part. Just do it. Right? That is the hard part. So whether you're breaking it down and you have to make phone calls or whatever, right? 1 hour a day, whatever it is that you have allocated, you just want to do the tasks. So then I had an example here about system collection. So you want to keep a system. For me, I use a calendar just to keep track of all my different appointments and to set myself reminders. I usually give myself a reminder 10 minutes before and 30 minutes before, so my cell phone just goes off. Usually more if I have to make it, drive across town and do a showing. But otherwise, that's what I use for Google Calendar. And then you want a system for idea collection. So usually OneNote, Google Keep, all those are pretty good just to dump all your information, or a paper notebook. I have a lot lying around my desk too for different things, and just writing down the notebook helps too. But you want it in a place, because the idea, there's another system called Getting Things Done. By David Allen, I think. It's a good book. It's a system that he uses, which is basically you want a system for idea collection, and then you want a system to get things done. That's basically it. So Getting Things Done is a pretty good book if you have it. I think I have that in ebook. If you want a copy, just let me know. I think I have that somewhere. But the idea with getting things, talking about getting things done, the specific thing is if it takes 2 minutes, just get it done. Otherwise, have a system to follow up on things. Okay. So basically, if it takes 2 minutes to do, I just got to send off an email, I have to rip it up, just get it done, get it off your list. So these are quick things. And then the other thing that they do for systems is follow up. So in his book, he has a tickler system, which is a 31 file folder type of rotation where you put things in. But in the more digital world, you can have your CRM remind you, you can have your Google Calendar remind you, whatever the system is. Same thing with following up with people. Whatever the system is to follow up with people, whether it's an Excel sheet or, again, you put a reminder in your calendar, you need some system to follow up with people. Otherwise, you just have a bunch of people you forgot to follow up on, and that's no good. And as you get busier, it's harder. So it's all about systems. Since we're talking about books, the other system you want to read is E-Myth, Michael Gerber. Excellent book. Everything is systems, which is basically rely on the system to get things done for you. So if you want to copy the book, email me. I will not remember in the chat. Someone just messaged me in the chat, but I may not remember. So email. So whenever I tell people on Facebook, hey, email me, it's because email is actually part of my system. My inbox is my things to do list. And then I have to try to sort it as much as possible. And so that's why I have everyone email me, so I know I have to process it. Some people do it that way. Some people don't. And then what ends up happening is they have an inbox of like 20, 30,000 emails in there, and then they just like abandon ship, and that's fine. But like that's a system I use. So you need a few systems. Talking about systems here, related to this, there's something called Inbox Zero, which is related to GTP, which is get things done. Inbox Zero is a philosophy that you're trying to get your inbox to zero, because what you're trying to do is delete it, delegate it, or just get it done. So that's, again, I apologize. I have no actual formal presentation for this. Maybe it would be better if I did. But it's, I think, delete it, delegate it, or get it done. As I recall, I think there might be a fourth one or something where you put it like in a holding pattern. But the problem with putting in a holding pattern is everything's always just in a holding pattern. You need to like make a decision on it and figure out what to do with it. Similarly, with Inbox Zero, I don't know, I'm just giving random tips here. Inbox Zero, one of the advantages is they talk about hierarchy and sorting, specifically with emails. So the main idea is that Google or other services index very well. Like they can search things. Okay. So for example, if you're doing a search for like, I need the email where Lawrence sent me the Zoom, and then you type in the word Lawrence Mac, and then whatever your program is looks for it. That is a lot easier than trying to sort it under real estate, mastermind, learning 2022, whatever, Lawrence Mac rookies, mastermind, Zoom, right? The time it takes you to do that is brutal. I used to do that. I used to have a lot of folders. I have a lot fewer folders now, because, you know, taking that one receipt and putting it under real estate, billing, invoices, paid, 2022, January, you know, Bell, whatever it is. It takes a lot of effort. Each of those times when you do that takes you, you know, a minute, 2 minutes, whatever it is, but it's not necessary, because you can put all of your bills under bills, and then you can sort it, right? Whether your Gmail is looking for it, or your Outlook is looking for it, or whatever your indexing is. Or if you really need it, you can just go through every single one of them and find it. So previously, even my paper file folders was very complex. And it took me a lot of time every month just to file the stupid things. Nowadays, it's like 2022 invoices, and I just throw everything in a box. And that's it, because I can just sort it. Next year, if I need something, I will go back to the 2022 box and actually look through and find my Enbridge invoice or whatever that it is. Because I don't need it. I don't need to look for it that frequently, right? So anyway, that's just a quick tip that I have for sorting. So sorting emails is like that as well. I used to have a lot of folders and folders and folders, but it's not that necessary. Put it in like a main folder, and then so you can quickly sort it, and now you don't think about it. And the idea is Inbox Zero, which I try to do, not that easily, but I try to do that. And then getting things done is like a main philosophy I try to use. If it gets done in 2 minutes, just get it done. Get it out of your mind. And so the idea with, he also comes up with the idea collection system. So the idea collection system is the same thing, because when your mind is riddled with just all these little ideas or things you have to do, it just bogs down your mind. So if you have a way to put it, for example, like I have a piece of paper for like personal items, right? Like soccer practice or book the piano lesson or whatever it is I do. I put it on the personal list. It comes in my head. I put it in the personal list. I don't look at it because it's work time. When I need to, I go back to the personal list, and now I can figure out what I need to do. But it's out of my head, right? I don't have to keep thinking about this and then that. Oh yeah, right, that and that. It just bogs you down. So it's like a mental thing. Any questions about that so far? Anyways, I'm just ranting again. Nobody else has joined, so that's good. So no one else is waiting. Okay, so that's where I was. And then, so I was talking about these systems, and I was talking about 1 week goal setting. So the gist of it is make a goal. So right now, I just want you to think about a goal for the next week. If you can share it if you like. And then if you do share it, I can try to help you, or other realtors here can try to help you work on that. Whether it's look for a new brokerage, look for a new team, plan a CRM, you know, make business cards, whatever it is. Have a goal for next week. And again, whether you want to come next week and tell me that you've done it or not doesn't really matter, because I can't fire you and I'm not holding a gun to your head, so you can do whatever you like. We're all big boys and girls, so you know, if you do nothing for like a year, is your career. I can't help you, but I can help you think about ideas like, hey, I want to farm, for instance. Like, great, you can either join these courses for farming, you can get these postcards, you might want to think about this, maybe you want to do digital farming, there's a bunch of solutions. So if anybody has any goals for next week, which is 7 days from now, we'll probably have a meeting on Tuesday because it's family day. I'm happy to give whatever guidance I can, or if you have any questions about me, just ask away and I'm happy to answer anything.